Greetings, programmers. Let's continue on with our 8 queens solution. We've come pretty far so far. We're randomly placing queens now on our board. We're checking to see if queens are in the same row to see if they're unsafe. Now we need to expand that. I just looked through my code and we only have 2 functions that are not yet complete. And one is the is queen in row attacking. So we need to see if the queen is attacking in the row, column, or down ramp. So we've done this one. So we don't need to do that. We know that for sure right here. Find friend in row. So if we want to find one in the column, let's do this. Private bool find friend in column. And we want to pass in the row and the column where our queen is, right? So we know where to look for, right? So when we pass in a queen location like this one, we need that queen location so that we know, number one, we want to look in this column, and also we need to know the exact location so that when we find the queen here, we can say, oh, that's not a friend, that's our original queen. So what do we want to do? We want to walk through our array again, but just in one dimension. So we're going to use a for loop. For int I equals 0, because we'll start at the very top. I less than 8. I don't need a comma there, I need a semicolon. And then I plus plus. Right, so that's going to walk us down the different rows. We're going to keep that column the same. So now I want to check to see if the chessboard sub row I in column COL, right? So this means row, whatever row we're going through in our loop, in I, the I that is in, same as our queen. So this is our queen's column. We want to see if that is a Q. And if it is, we want to, well, we need to mark we found a friend. So let's say we found friend equals false. No friends found yet, but as soon as we find this, then we can say, hey, friend found equals true. But we need to make sure that we're not looking at ourself. So we need to say, okay, first thing I want you to do is make sure that you're not in the row that I'm in, right, as we go through these different rows. So I also want to say in I does not equal row. And I'll do a short circuit. So I won't even, when I'm in the same row, I won't even check to see if that's a Q. I know it's going to be a Q. When I for my loop matches the row that I passed in. So that should work. Oh, so I need a return value, right? Return found friend. And now when I call this, friend found equals find friend in column, passing in the row of the queen and the column of the queen. But I don't want to reassign it. I want to do what I've done before. I want to combine it with what I looked for before here. So I want to do the friend found and then and it. Oh no, I don't want to and. I want to or it. Because once I've found a friend, it doesn't matter whether or not I found another friend in the column or diagonal or whatever. The fact that I found a friend is important because that means I'm attacking somebody. So that's why I want to use an or. So I think this is complete. Let's try and run it. Oh, it looks like I missed something. I thought I missed a curly brace somewhere. Oh, that guy. There we go. So let's see. So I'm not seeing any that come back in columns, and that's a good thing, but I don't know if I'm going through any versions of boards yet. So maybe we can find that out in our next one.